Man, is this thing on? Mic check, mic check, 1, 2, mic check. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, man, and this is indeed episode 3 of the Culture Collective ThoughtCast, man. Yes, sponsored by the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. Be sure to go check them out, www.theblackgent.com. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out at www.theblackgent.com, man. So I am indeed your host, Junior the Truth, man. Thank you all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Once again, I'm your host. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. But if you're really looking for me, you can catch me over on www.JuniorTheTruth.com. Yes, www.JuniorTheTruth.com. That's all things Junior the Truth, man. So you can come catch me there. Everything's over there, man. The catalog is there. The links that take you over to the YouTube channel, the Truth Shop, man, the blog site, just everything is there. So be sure to come check me out www.JuniorTheTruth.com. But salute to you all, man. Once again, I want to thank you. Today is a very, very special conversation, man. A lot of you all who have been following the different transitions of the platform, you've come across our special guest of quite a few times. A lot of you all have been asking for him to come back. So, we're going to bring him up with none other ado, man. We're going to bring up my brother, Thomas Few Sr. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, what's good? What's good, man? What's good? Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming in, man. I really, truly do, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, I'm blessed, bro. No complaints. Just over here winding down for the evening, relaxing, man. How about you?
Man, I'm good money, man. I literally just walked in the door. Like I'm acting like we ain't talking text. Like I just walked in the door from working from a long day, man. So trying to wind down myself, but we definitely trying to stay disciplined. So I want to get this podcast in. I've been trying to get you in, and you were amongst the first listing of guests that I wanted to have here. So I definitely want to get you in, bro. And I wanted to, like, we talk every day. For those of y'all that don't know, we talk every day, and most of y'all do know. But this is my brother. We've been friends 40 some odd years. You know what I mean? And we have these real iron sharpening iron conversations like on a daily basis. You know what I mean? We've had multi-million dollar conversations, you know what I'm saying? And we've had bald head hoe conversations. But we talk, you know what I mean? And so we've had conversations a lot over the probably about the last 5 or 6 years, and we just like, nah, man, we got to get this on the podcast, man. We should have recorded this, man. We should have recorded that. And so I wanted to come in and bring you in to have the continuation of just the conversation that we've been having here on the Thoughtcast. So I'm a probe you by asking you, what do you feel is the biggest concern for the direction of the culture? And when I say the culture, I mean us, our people. What's your biggest point of concern? What's the biggest threat?
I think the biggest threat is never discovering and waking up truly who we are,
Mm,
and
mm,
knowing where we come from and knowing what's inside of us. Just never getting there. That would be my biggest fear. That us as a group just never ever get to that point where we understand who we are and truly start acting like it.
hmm, mm. There's so much to unpack when you say that, bro. When I really think about it, like the knowledge of who we actually are, and I look at that as a collective, and then also individually. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, who are you individually? Like, I've been on this self mastery kick. Not even. I've been, man. My adult life has been dedicated to self mastery. You know what I mean? but I've just allowed the world in. You know what I mean, to the things that I've been doing and things that I've been pursuing, and I've just been open and been transparent to the world. But so individually, who we are as a
Hmm.
collective. You know what I mean? Um, I man, I think that that's remarkable, and I didn't expect you to say that.
Hmm.
Why did you say that?
I mean, it's just what I truly believe. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're never going to become what we're supposed to be if we don't ever recognize who we are and what we come from and what's in us. So, I mean, when I truly think about our life's purpose, to me, what I see, what I hear, is our primary life purpose is to become the best version of ourselves. How can we become that person if we never discover where we come from and what's in us and what drives us to even want to become the best version of ourselves?
Damn, like you can't even be like you don't even know who you are,
Yeah.
and the water has been so muddied for us. You know what I mean? As far as the culture, the water has been so muddy, like people don't even embark on that journey. You know what I mean? People don't even embark on that journey. Can you
Nope.
imagine? Can you imagine a scenario where um your culture has been colonized? You feel me? Your people, your group of people, your demographic has been colonized. You've been
Hmm.
marginalized. You feel me? You've been just under the thumb of a system, and that system tells you who you are, and you believe it.
Hmm.
Don't that sound
Well,
crazy?
it is crazy. It don't just sound crazy. It is crazy. I mean, and really, as we know, people are trained and conditioned to take the path of least resistance. So it's a lot easier for somebody to tell you who you are than you to go out and try to discover it yourself. Like what? It take work to go out, and go on that journey of self discovery and figuring out who you are and what's in you and where you come from. That take work. That take energy and effort. It's much easier to let somebody else just say, "Hey, this is what it was. This is what it is," and you just accept it. It's easy.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. See, man, I told you, and you starting this, you starting it already, bro. Like, what is it about us, man, that we seek the path of least resistance? You think that's a characteristic of us? Like we just seek the path of least resistance.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's just us, but I mean, definitely in us. That's for sure. When you look at our actions and how we operate and how we continue to move. I mean, we definitely not trying to make the sacrifices that it would take to truly get us to where we're supposed to be. I mean, that's obvious.
Damn. And it's
We
like, hey,
rather go we rather go the easy route. I mean, we get comfortable. We get out here, we got our house in the suburbs, and that's it. What I mean, we're not really pushing to go to the next level and to get where we really supposed to be going in the end. We just take the comfort. It's
what's that?
comfortable.
What's that level? It sound like you cut us out. You sound like you cut us out. What's that next level?
Well, I mean, just saying, going to the next level. I mean, yeah, like I said, we done went out here and got degrees. We done moved to the suburbs and did all that. But what's next? What I mean? Why does that have to be the end of it? What I mean? We need to continue focusing on having our own, building our
There
own,
we go.
doing,
There we go.
owner. It's about true ownership. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like really
yeah,
owning something. So we got some, then you got some power. Then you got something to work with.
yeah. Ooh, you about to see? I'm gonna have to change the name of the I have to change the name of the episode because you didn't already kick the door in, bro. Um, I all right, bro. I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna say this. Fuck it. One of my biggest hiccups is we're always talking, right?
Hmm.
And you and I had a conversation following the African American wellness events in Columbus, Ohio this weekend that featured David Banner, um, a lot of people there, different community organizations, governmental entities, so on and so forth. And you and I had a conversation based on something that David Banner said afterwards, and he was on social media talking about basically that there was a lot of good talking about our issues and whatnot. And
Hmm.
you and I had the conversation, and we both said, "Man, we sick of talking."
Hmm.
That's all we do is talk, bro. We talk, 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 talk. Um, but we don't own anything.
Nope.
We don't own anything. And so, for those of you all who don't know, I have a very hard time with the black elitists. I have a very hard time with the people who identify as black leaders. I have a very hard time with people who think that they are the upper crust of the culture. I have a very hard time with that. Um, and that is because all of these people who are the elitists slash upper crust, so on and so forth, are literally used as a tool of the establishment and the system and the systematic entities that are in place that keep us in this space that we're in. And so I have a real hard time with have a real hard time with these people. Plus, I believe that that whole concept is bullshit because these niggas don't own nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't own anything. We don't even own the culture anymore, bro. It has been commercialized and it's been sold. We don't own it. We don't own the music. We don't own the fashion. We don't even own the goddamn cuisine
Any of it.
anymore.
No.
We don't own any of the culture. I said the music, I said the fashion, the cuisine, the visual art. We don't own any of it, bro.
Yeah. It's all been stripped from us, commercialized and sold and resold and resold. That's all it is. But we not selling any of it. It's none of ours.
None of it's ours.
We generate the ideas, we generate the inspiration, but we make none of the profits off of it. So,
They've even it's so bad, bro. They have even been able to commercialize I call it our anguish, like the anguish of the culture, the addictions. You understand what I'm saying? The ailments, the illnesses, like they capitalize on that, right? Motherfuckers
mhm.
is addicted to liquor.
Yep,
How many liquor store when you go to the hood, bro, you can buy liquor on every corner. You feel me? And who sells it to you? When
not
you
us.
it ain't us, bro. When you go to a liquor store, it ain't us, bro. You ain't
No,
finna
not
find no
us.
black owned liquor store nowhere. You might find a bar or two that's black owned, but you're not finna find no black owned liquor stores nowhere. You have a bet you will find this is gonna be ignorant, bro. This is gonna be ignorant, but we're gonna say it. You're gonna find the Slurpee Indians. You're gonna find
Mhm.
the some one of them Stannies, the Pakistanis or something. You're gonna find some Africans from like Boonie Mama. You're gonna find
Yeah.
them. You
God
feel
dang, bro.
Hey, bro, fuck it. We here now. We here. The hell with it, bro. We here. You feel me?
Yeah,
You gonna
yeah.
find them. You gonna find any and everybody, man. To sell the liquor to us, but us, man. It's been a number, bro.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, bro, what I got to listen to, like, what am I listening to a black elitist for? You feel me? What am I listening to a black fraternity?
Because they give the illusion of success. They give the illusion of, the exception to the rule. I made it. They give the illusion. But at the end of the day, we know when stuff go down, these people never have any power or influence. These organizations never have any power or influence. They don't make anything move. It's a show. It's a front. It's something to make you feel better about yourself. Like, oh, we marched today. We walked down the street. We should feel good about that. Oh, back when they had the million man march, we all marched. We brought a million black people to this area and march. But what needle did it move?
Right. How many millions of dollars did they raise?
Yeah, not for them though, for other people.
Yeah. Yeah. If it
So
was
again,
if it was 100, if it was a million men there, why didn't everybody pull out $100? You feel me? And put that and put that in their hands. And then they put that into the never mind, man.
yeah,
We, we gotta stop talking before they be trying to come give us the Gaddafi treatment.
good lord, bro. Yeah,
We either gonna talk or we ain't, bro. We can stop it now, bro.
nah. We keep going. Let's keep going in. Shit, bro.
Man, nah, bro. I'm saying, man, like it's and this is what the black elitists thing is for me, right? You get people who are in these positions, they're in positions of perceived power. They work their way up within, different branches of government and government officials and so on and so forth. And it's only perceived power. They have no real power. They have a boss.
Hmm.
They have an
Yeah.
office. They have a time that they have to report. They got somebody that they got to answer to, and there is no ownership. The video froze. There is absolutely no ownership. I got to go out, bro. The video froze. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I was saying that people are in these governmental spaces and these places of perceived power, but they have no true power because there's no ownership. Like we don't own anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about these title chasers all the time. I mean, that's definitely big in our community. People trying, whether it be in the corporate world, in politics, or whatever, they go after these positions or titles. But like I said, when it comes down to actually making some movement, some change, or making some things happen within our community, they still don't have any power. It's obvious. They always got to ask somebody's permission, or they feel it's like they're scared to make that decision and do something for their own people. So it's just a title. It's just another show, another front to make it seem like you doing something when you're really not having that much of an impact.
Mm, man, that's critical, bro. And I just look at it like, I'm in a space where, bro, I don't really have it to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't have it to do, and I'm tired. And I just, to me, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? And I am in a space where I have to minimize bullshit in my life, bro. Like literally,
Hmm.
I have to.
Oh, it's peace at all costs, man. That's where we at this stage, and like we talk about this every day. Like if it's not contributing to my peace, to my purpose, to what I'm focused on, and what I'm supposed to accomplish in this life, it got to go.
Yeah, all of it, bro. Like it ain't
Yeah.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like every bit of it, bro. It gotta flee. And
Yep.
so I'm just I think ultimately, man, when it's all said and done, I think we're in a very peculiar place, bro. I really truly do. And I think that um I believe a huge part of it, and I never thought about it from what you said, which was we have to get to a space where we really are pursuing who we are. Like,
Hmm.
like you gotta pursue who you are. You gotta pursue who you are. You gotta pursue who you really truly are. And I think that helps. So let me ask you this. The title of the show was Uncovering the Biggest Threat to the Black Family.
Hmm.
What do you think is the biggest threat to the Black family, bro?
Um, Honestly, not keeping it together, not working as the team, the unit that you are. You know what I mean? We got so many families that are divided. What for whatever reason. Whether it's having children out of wedlock, getting married, getting divorced. Just whatever came in to start dividing. Or maybe not prioritizing the family, or focus on your career more than you are than your family. It could be a myriad of things that could be contributing to our family's demise and divide, but it's definitely a major threat to us as a culture. You know what I mean? Because that's where the power is in that unity in the family. You know what I mean? That's where how we grew up, and we were close with our family, close with our not only our immediate household, but our cousins was like brothers and sisters. Like we had a whole unit. It was like a tribe. That all worked together, and we were able to make things happen because we stuck together. But now everybody seems to be dividing left and right. You see it every day. So I just think that's really having a major impact on us as a whole. So
Man, I believe I agree with you 100%, and I think you summed it up. Um you know what I realized, and I realized it, and I never really realized it to this degree. I think our need for our need for individuality is one of the biggest threats to the Black family.
I see that.
Like our need for, think about it, bro. Like our need for individuality. Like everybody, think about this space where we're talking about now. Like mama gotta have a life. Oh, daddy gotta have a life. Like we just said, like it's for us, it's peace at all costs. Like daddy need his peace. You feel me? Everybody has a need for individuality. And even now with you usher in the social media era, and everybody has a need for individuality. And you hear
Mm-hmm.
it all the time. Like you hear people talk about stuff like it's cool. Like motherfuckers talk about never being married, never being chosen like it's cool. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Team no kids. I ain't got no kids. I'm 50 with no kids. Team no, like it's cool. When we know, especially from the culture, like you were born to be a husband. Like we're groomed to be fathers. The
Mm-hmm.
women were groomed to be mothers and to be wives. You know what I'm saying? We're groomed, excuse me, to have our own individual, our own families, and it's a family unit. And I've never seen this much emphasis on individuality. Like even when you comb through the history books and you think about history, historically speaking, us coming from, tribal communities, whether you believe your lineage goes back to Africa or if your lineage is indigenous to this land, to the Americas, it was all tribal. Like we come from
Mm-hmm.
tribal lineage. It was never about the individual. And I think that our need for individuality is one of the biggest threats to the black family, bro.
Yep. And I could definitely see that perspective for sure. Never thought about it that way. But that is true. People are trying to, everybody want to stand out, everybody want to be up front. What it and what it was when I think things worked a lot better is yes, we were all a unit. We operated as a unit. We moved as a unit. We made decisions as a unit. But people got that feeling of individualism because they embraced their roles in the unit. Like everybody felt important. Everybody felt valued because everybody was focused on their particular role and wasn't necessarily trying to do what somebody else is doing or trying to be, something else that they weren't meant to be. They got in there, did their role, and they perfected that role, did it to the best of their ability. And long as everybody was doing that in their roles, the unit operated so much better. The unit won. Everybody won.
Everybody won, bro. From the time you started working the lawnmower and you perfected cutting grass, you understand what I'm saying? To like washing cars or whatever, like whatever your job was, it was a part of the unit and it was a part of the greater good. And the greater
Mm-hmm.
good won, like the unit won. This individuality, like think about that. Think about how many people are a part of families, right? And they put their hands on things and they pick up things that are outside of the family unit and they give those things just as much, if not more attention than the family unit. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And then the scale becomes unbalanced, right? Especially for those of us that, have kids and spouses and so on and so forth. And people pick up stuff outside of the family unit, outside of the house, outside of this, whether it's church, whether it's a Greek letter organization, whether it's work, whether it's friendship, friends, hanging out with your boys, motorcycle riding. You feel me? Anything, man. Um, Greek letter organizations. I don't know if I said that or not. Any of this
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you pick, coupon club. I don't give a fuck. Like you pick up this stuff and it's outside of the family and you give that more focus because that's an opportunity for you to express your individuality. Like you can express your individuality through these different outlets, but it's meanwhile it's having such a negative impact on your family.
You have to ask. You have to ask at what cost. You know what I mean? At what cost is it worth for you to go pursue whatever this endeavor is over your family? Like
Your
how much are you willing to impact your family? How much are you willing for things to go bad while you going after this pursuit? You have to ask yourself that.
of individuality,
Yeah.
right? Of individuality, because somewhere along the line, being a part of this family unit is not good enough. You understand what I'm saying? And so we reach and it's no longer become good enough for people to define themselves within the role of their family. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like it ain't good enough for motherfucker to say, "Oh, that's Junior the dad. Like he a dope dad. That's Junior the husband. That's Junior the uncle. That's Junior the cut." Like you feel me? No longer is it good enough. Now it's Junior the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Somewhere along the line, individuality became more important than black family.
Hmm.
And I've when you go through, like I said, historically, I've never seen it before. You have individuals who like stood out, you know what I'm saying, and they've done remarkable things in the culture for the history of the culture. Like we look at historical figures, but how many of them historical figures didn't have a family? You feel me? So you had the
Hmm.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s, you had the Malcolm X's, you had all these people, but they had families. You feel me? Like they literally had families. And I'm pretty sure, excuse me, the work that they did outside of the family was a lot, like I'm sure. But at the end of the day, they had families. So I don't know, man. I think the individuality, I think our need for individuality is one of the biggest threats. And I didn't even come with that until um I literally started talking. Bro, you froze if you there. You might have to go out and come back in, bro. There you go.
There you go. My bad. Dropped there.
Nah. Yeah, nah, it's cool. Let me kick this other one out. Hopefully, damn. I think I got you. All right. Yeah, but I was just the only thing I was saying was that it's just funny that historically, man, all of these people who did major things and had major contributions to the culture had families.
Hmm.
You feel me? It wasn't too many people. Like even when you talk about Nat Turner, you understand what I'm saying? Like he had a wife. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to think about it. For them people to be able to go out and do those great things, they had to have a support system in order to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had to play their part in order for all them pieces to come together. Nobody was able to do those types of things by themselves.
Mm.
It was
Yeah.
a win for the unit.